Okay, fine, guess I'm starting. Just give me just a moment. Okay, fine, guess I'm starting. Okay, cool. Right, let's get started then. I mean, the first thing I was gonna do is I'll wait for more people to join. I mean, I'm not as in yeah. I can't speak. I can't speak. I need to shut up. Anyway, once more people are here, we can pick the slime color for today's live stream. I should probably put that should probably put that. You know what? Let's do that. Let's do that. Let's add that. Let's add that. Where is it? Where is it? What was it like? Hey, wait, no, that might be blocking the chat. Let's just put that like. We should put that. Let's put it there. There we go. If that gets in the way of something, I can move it later. But like, yeah, just like let's just go with that. Okay. Right. Okay, so let's go on to Unity then. Yes, I'm using Unity. Okay, what I wanted to do is get this thing done, because if I show you the game currently, it's not much to it, gonna be honest, not much to it. I don't need the statistics. Go. Right. You can build an island, one island. But what I want to do is get this sort of set up so you can see what island you're going to build next. The font at the moment sucks. I know it sucks. I'm going to get on with that eventually. The font at the moment, pay no mind to it, because it's just genuinely as bad. But look at the slime go. Okay, for now, what slime color should he be? Where is he? Where is he? Where is he? Player. What slime color? Need to actually find him. Where? Why can't I find his? Why can't I find him? Where is his color? Where is his color? This is dumb. I want to change his color. Oh, okay. Oh, guess I'm not going over there then. Yeah, and I do need to work on that eventually. Where is his color? Where is Blood's color? No, but like, why? It's been a while, okay? I can't entirely remember how I did everything. Is it main color? No, that's the background. Main camera. Canvas? No, no, no. That won't be anything that. Right. Island manager. Won't be island manager. Where is the player color? Where's the shader for him? Here we are. Here we are. Yeah, let's just. Alright, there we go. I've got it sorted. Right, for now, we can have the slime be what color? For now, let's just zoom in a bit. For now, what color? I think for now he can be. I don't like that color. That bright yellow. We could have him pitch black. What color should he be? He could be like a slime green or a blue. Let's go like a slime green. Why not? Okay, that you can't really see where he is. Let's just do blue. Let's just do blue. He's blue now. Until whoever whoever types in chat what color, I will change it to that color. But for now, he's staying as green. Okay, right. He is going to be blue for now until someone else says otherwise. And we've got rid of the island. Great. Okay, so what I want to do is get on with this because you can't really see it, but basically this thing will be when you get an island, it'll tell you what you've currently got selected and what would be next. So I need to get that sorted, and to do that I'll probably need to. So I've got build and expert. I've got literally 2 images here. Let's just for now, let's put in. Oh, I'm gonna have to get on with island sprites, won't I? The issue is I don't know whether to do them in pixel art or not. I think for now, let's just do them in. Let's just open a sprite. If I can quickly open a sprite. I need to have a shortcut to a sprite. Why I don't have a shortcut to a sprite? Well, this is annoying. Let's just do that. Open that and then close that. Right. Okay. New file. Let's just do it like 32 by 32. What Discord? You should not be open right now. Indeed, they should use Steam. Oh wait, no. I'm an idiot. Steam should absolutely be up. Let's redo that. Right. New file. 32 by 32. Cool. Okay. Well, I'm gonna have a test island. So I think for that I've gone for like a murky-ish green color for the test island. So it could just have like that. And the issue is meant to look like an island, and I don't know whether to have it as like a full like backgrounded image or just have it as like, well, we'll see. That's the default island. I could probably, what was it? If I just knew, I can't remember how I outline stuff. Is it in edit, effects, outline? No. Edit, effects, outline. Could just outline it for now. I know that looks pretty basic, but I mean, I guess, what is it? I can add a tiny bit of shading. If I add a new layer, set it to multiply, oh, the opacity is like 60. I mean, then I could probably add some form of shading. I don't know. The issue is I'm not sure whether it needs shading or not. Because it's just like, at the end of the day, it's just an island thing. I mean, I guess I could probably like, what was it, delete layer? I could probably just like, sprite layer, what was it, edit FX, outline, and just do that for now. And then just move it up. Maybe do I like add blue sea? New layer, drop that down. Do I add like a sea, like a blue colour? I don't know. I don't know whether I'll need that or not. That's the thing. Well, for now we could just do it as like, a test. Test island, not in the system32 folder. Do not need it in the system32 folder. Save that, and then if I do one with and then one without. I mean, let's just do it with for now, and then see how that works. Test line PNG, resize. Nah, I don't need to resize it. Area canvas, cool. Yep, that's fine. Okay, and now let's do a similar thing, but let's just change to more like natural green, and have the be a bit like that. No, cause no, let's restart it. If I delete layer, and then if I do new layer, okay, let's do this. this is the next island. This is the like default island, not the test island, the default island. The one you spawn on, I guess. I mean, in the original, you couldn't build the one you spawn on. It was just, once it's built in your world, once it's spawned, that's it. You can't build it. I could probably, yeah, I'll do a bit more work on this than just that. But it works. And that works. But I want to do a bit more like, it's meant to be grassy, so like, that does kind of work. And then if I add a tree, it's like brown colour, probably. Let's do it on a new layer. New layer. Oh, I've done it all on one layer. Oops. Oh well. No. Brush. There we go. Okay. I mean, you can kind of tell it's a tree. I think that looks like a tree. The issue is it needs to be... The issue is like, because I haven't got much space to work with. I think it'll be fine. Let's just pick a grassy looking colour, desaturate it a little bit, and then just like... That doesn't look quite right. That's fine. That's fine. I think that's fine. That works. That works as a tree. So then I could probably just shade that. And then if I shade it, properties, what was it? Properties, multiply. Let's do it like, yeah, let's keep it 60. Okay, and then I should just be able to like shade that. I think with that, like, I don't need to do too much. Like, that works as the island. So now I've just got to outline that. But if I... This is the annoying bit, 'cause now I've got to separate everything from everything. So if I do that, delete, no, Control X, new layer, and then move that down. Should just be able to do that, and then I can just... that doesn't work. I can just fill with that colour. And there we go. Okay, well, issue is I've accidentally deleted the island, but I've got it back, so it's fine. No. Okay, well, I'm clearly not doing a good enough job at this. So what I need to do is bring that down. No, I'm actually making myself so confused right now. Okay, right. That's the tree, that's the base. Okay, so if I select that, Control X, I do a new layer, and I bring it, down to there. Control V, then I do that, and then fill. Nice. Okay, and then I can should just be able to merge down, and then FX, outline color. Want it to be just bright white. Okay, yeah, and then I should just be able to move that down by 1, and then move the shading down by 1, and there's the other island texture. So if I just save that, default island, and then export it as PNG. Should just be able to. Should just be able to. Okay, should just be able to do that. Right, cool. Now I should be able to see what this looks like. So if I do the current build, and I need to import the sprites, and then if I do like HUD sprites, wait, no, I've already got. Yeah, I've already got a folder for HUD. So if I just create folder and I do sprites, no, island sprites, I can actually spell. I should just be able to drag and drop where is it? Should just be able to drag and drop these wherever they are, which they should be in. They should be in here. Yeah, cool. Yeah, no, not those. Those two. Should just be able to drag and drop those. And then if I set there, no, so 32 single, point no filter, none. And then do the same for the other sprite, 32 single, point no filter, none. And I should just be able to. Okay, let's not do that. But I should just be able to. And that should theoretically work. Whether that looks okay in game. Okay, you know what? Definitely some work, but I think that could look worse. I think that's not a bad indicator of what's next. The pixel art is. I can't tell if I like the fact that it's pixel art or not. I think because the hammer isn't. I think that actually normally that wouldn't work. I think that works. I think that should be good. I think doing the blue background was the right call. But that's a pretty good indicator of showing you what your next one is. But I'm going to need to do a... Okay, wait. I should probably... Where is it? Okay, right. I should probably get on with one last sprite. And then if I do that, then I should have enough to test the feature. It's 32 by 32. And then let's just do... What? Another test island? Let's just do like a rock island. That should work. It doesn't need to be anything crazy. Stick a bit of rock. It's just for testing, so as long as it gets the job done, it should work. Okay, wait, hold on. If I move that... I'm actually going mildly insane. Because for some reason, chat is appearing here, but not on the stream, and I don't know why. Give me a sec. While I fix that. I mean, I don't know why it's not appearing there. Anyway, I might as well read it from here. Okay, have you ever tried to mess around in the game's RAM save variables? No, but that sounds fun. That actually does sound fun, and I should probably do that at some point. I'm gonna be honest. That would be funny to do. Do you know go ahead test games in Unity and have to compile and decompile the game every time? Are you asking me as if I know, or you're asking as in you'll tell me if I say no? Because I just tell me. I'm just gonna say no. If you know, let me know because I'm very curious. And also, hi Noah, and what's your opinion on Nate's cavalry charge at the Battle of Waterloo? Okay, hold on. Right, I'm gonna have to like have a look at what that is because I'm very curious. Right, okay. I mean, I don't know. I'm not a military general. I couldn't give any sort of like actually decent like insight onto what happened or should have happened. Okay, right. Let's just. I'm just gonna do another test and see if this actually works. Okay, well, chat does appear apparently for some reason. Anyway, should work. Right, okay. Alright, let's get back on to actually making on this game instead of procrastinating and looking at the Battle of Waterloo. I mean, it's probably very insightful, but, I know why. Hold on a minute. I know why. I know why it's not. Okay. I see. How would I change that? Always show messages. There we go. Okay, well now if people type, I should actually see it stay on there. Okay. Last, I need to do the... Because there, it just keeps disappearing too fast before I can even see what people are typing. Which is, funnily enough, not good. You know what? This is a beautiful island, and I think I don't need to... I think this is as good as I need. I mean, it's just a test, so like, as long as it works. New layer, new layer. I can do drag that down, fill, and then if I just do edit, FX outline, change that to white. Okay, cool. Okay. I should be able to save that as rock island. And then file export as PNG. Yep. Okay, cool. So now I shouldn't need a sprite anymore. I think I've got all the... I only need 3 sprites to test this. So now I need to actually find them. rockisland.png. Okay, I've got all I need. So now... Oh, I'm going to have to create a... will I have to create a... I might have to create a... This is going to be fun. I'm going to have to create... No, not empty. Programmable object. I might have to create a new programmable object for this. I don't know. No, because I think since I've got, what was it, assets, programmable objects, islands, I believe item sprite. Let me have a look. Yeah, okay. So I should be able to now just use that. I don't need to create anything new. So, base island. Island full. What? Right, I see. Okay, so if I do default island, is that empty tile? No, don't need that. Test island, I'll do as test island. And then I should just create a new, I'll have to create, oh no, I'll have to create a new island, but it should be fine. New island type, let's just call it rock island. Okay, wait, let's just, I'm going to copy and paste test island because it'll be easier if I do it that way. So if I then do island ID, and I do that because it's a testing one, I'll put it at 97 rock island. And then island object, right, let's have a look at this scene. Empty tile, yeah, okay, that's fine. Let's copy and paste that, and then edit it for a new island. So island sprite. Nope, I don't want it flipped. If I just do like a grey. No, That's like a grey-ish colour. That's like a greyish colour. That'll work as a rock island. So so it's rock island because it was already prefab. Oh right, I see. Oh, I was editing the wrong one. That's fine. That should be an easy fix. Right, there we go. Island sprite. Okay, yep, that's like a rocky island. That'll work. Also, feel free to type of slime color in chat, and I will change the slime because at the moment he's just a blue, like a pale blue. I will change it to what the chat says. Right, assets, sprites. What was it? Assets, programmable objects, island. Right, so if I set this to rock island, if I then set this as rock island, island sprite, rock island, yep. Right, item cost, let's just make it like, let's just make it as rock item, let's just have it as like 2 rocks. Okay, that should be fine. I believe I already, no I didn't, I need to do that at some other time, but for now, that's going to be tricky. I'm planning on like, you have your inventory, right? You select to an island and it'll show a minus where where it'll subtract from. Issue with that is I'm then going to have to search the inventory for where the item is. It won't be ridiculous, it will just be annoying is all. There we go. Just be annoying, but it's not like, it's definitely doable. And yeah, your inventory can only hold up to, I've put it at, what is that, 12 slots, which should be enough. I don't think I'm planning on you having a stupid amount of items, but you will have islands as well. So you'll unlock islands as well as items. But items, I don't know, I may have to do a separate inventory for like crafted items, and these are just raw materials. I'm not sure. Also, I've gone to the edge of the map. I probably should change that, the look of that, but for now that's fine. I'm just going to leave it be. But yeah, that's the edge of the map. And you can zoom out. The map is not big, and that may need to be changed. But again, this is very, 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 very early. Okay, right. Cool. That's all I need. So, I need to find the build script and see who's got it. It's probably the player if they've got the build script. Scripts, and I need to find what it's called. Is it change island? I might be change. Okay, yep, it is the change island script, which makes sense. Okay, so if I first of all, I'm going to check to see what happens, and I think it'd be the main camera. Change island script is main camera. If I set it to rock island, I can't build anything. But if okay, yeah, the rock island is built. Cool. I'm going to add materials onto it so that way we can actually build more. I will quickly go ahead and do that. Programmable objects, islands. Wait, no, it'd be on prefabs. There we go. Rock island. Let's just copy item base, rock island. Let's just add a bunch of rocks. Because why not? So if we just scatter those about, doesn't need to be anything crazy. Set them as rock item. I've tried to create this game in a modular way. I've learnt from how I used to make games and trying to change it now. Very modular. It should be easy for me to create new things. If I made this game well, it should be easy for me to create new things. Thankfully, that's seeming relatively true. Whether that will hold up or not, we'll have to see. But I think for now, that should work. Okay, so island manager, main camera, change island script. Okay, here we are. So on the build script, what I'm going to have to do is I might have to create a new script which changes. I might have to create a new. Okay. Oh yeah. Okay. I'm going to have to create a new script, which that's the grid generator. That's the just generating the grid for the game. Change island script. I think what I'll need to do is with the tile script. Okay, that. Okay, whoa. What does that do? Oh. Destroy it. Oh, yeah, of course, this is tile script, because when they update the tile doesn't change. What's being contained in the tile changes. Right, perfect. Okay, so I'm going to create a script, and it'll be like, what should I call it? Island changer? Because now I've got change island, so I don't know if I want to call it that. But island, build rotator. Spelt rotator wrong. There we go, build rotator. That makes sense to me at least. I'm going to have a list of. I need to remember how to do this. Oh my word, I haven't programmed in Unity in a while. I'm going to have to get at one of my other scripts to have a look at how to do it. Is it the item ID list? It might be the item ID list. Yep, list. Okay. List. Public list. And then if I do, what was it? Island. Oh, what did I call them? Is it island? It'll be island object equals new list. Island object. The issue is I'm not sure if that's what I actually called them, but let's see. We'll find out because Unity will throw an error. Programmable objects, islands. Wait, are we scripts? Island. Where is it? What? Island object. Yeah, island object. Why is it throwing an error? Why was it throwing an error earlier? Build rotator. I didn't put it in the wrong area. Public list. Oh, I forgot to name the list. Islands. Okay, I'm going to need to lock and unlock islands as they learn. Or I'm trying to think whether I lock or unlock islands, or I add islands to a list. I think I will add islands to a list, but I'll have to check to see if that island's already in the list before I add it. Otherwise, they're just going to be able to have the same island multiple times, which is may work. No, okay, no, that is what I'm going to do. That is what I was planning on doing. Yeah, that is what I was planning on doing with the crafting menu, but we're not going on to the crafting menu. So for now, I will simply... What was it? That menu looks sick. Wait, what menu? Am I going insane? I mean, thank you. I'm very interested in what menu you mean. Anyway, what was it? The YouTube delay is going to drive me insane. Okay, for now that should do. What do you want from me? Oh, I need to install, not install, I need to import systems using system.collections.generic. Is that correct? Yep, system.collections.generic. The inventory screen. Oh! Oh, what? Inventory screen. Okay. That I. Wait, am I going insane? I mean, thank you. I'm going to be honest, I'm not the biggest fan of it. I like the concept. I don't like how it looks. I don't even know if I ever animated the health bar. Hold on. I've just realised I don't think I animated the health bar. Not that there is no health at the moment. Did I animate the health bar? Okay, I did at least animate the health bar. Good. Anyway, yeah. I am relatively happy with the inventory screen. It just that looks good. This doesn't. And I think that's my issue. That's nice, the bar. That's your full inventory. I think eventually the bar would be your 3 most recent items, but for now they're just the 3 items that you've picked up first. All baby steps, all baby steps. I'm happy with this. This I'm happy with, especially with the icons now in it. I'm pretty happy with those. But for now, where was it? Okay, I need to. So I've got the islands list. What I'll need to do is. I'm blanking. My brain is blanking so hard right now. Okay, right. I've got the islands list. What I'm gonna need to do is be able to cycle through them, and all my knowledge of Unity or lack of has just exited me now. I need to actually code, which is really frustrating. My brain is just non-existent. Okay, right. What I'm going to do is input.get button down. If I could, I'm going to have 2 things. I'm going to have one that cycles it right, one that cycles it left. I'm going to have to check to see if the list is basically it's going to cycle round. If it gets to the end of the list, it will have an index. It'll go to the index of 0. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to create int and current index, and I will set the. Yeah, it'll have to be updated. No, I don't have to update because I don't want to do it every frame, but I could do it if they click a button. I could check the max index. So let's do public int max index. So if I do max index is equal to list.count, I believe it is in Unity, in C# Unity. Max index is equal to list.count. I think, let me just check before Unity throws an error. 2130 expected. Yeah, I get button down. Let's just do keycode.e. No, not E, because E is the keycode.r. Let's just do R. And then for some reason it's. I've just realised. I know what I'm doing wrong. If input, I need to do if input. There we go. What am I doing? Okay, here we go. Cannot convert Unity keycode to string. So if get key down, then do that. That should work. Lit requires 1 type arguments. Yep, of course. So I'll need to do. Wait. I don't see why that's having an issue. I don't see why that's having an issue. 23. Oh, not list. Islands.count. Islands.count can be used like a method, so I'll just do islands.count. And hope that works. Okay, wait. It'd be better with 1 bigger drop. Okay, sorry, I'm just checking. Sorry, just checking chat now. Okay. It would be better with 1 bigger drop in the corner, as fluid dynamics wouldn't allow for 3 simultaneous drops without outside interference. Also, it's Tim, by the way. I have a new account. Oh, okay. Hello. That makes sense with the username now. Yeah, I see what you're saying. If I run the game. There we go. Yeah, I see what you're saying. Though it is... Yeah. Though it is slime. I don't know, but no, that's fair. Okay. Also, how's KOTS going on? Considering it's mildly linked to this. Anyway. Okay. I'm actually going insane. Right, max index, islands.count. That's fine. Unity hasn't thrown an error. Good. When it is pressed, I'll want to update the current index. So let's say if current index is not equal to max index, and which is two and signs, and current index plus 1 is not equal to max index, then there's a better way of doing this, I'm almost certain. I'm just going insane. My head, I haven't programmed in Unity in a while, so my head is just actually leaking information. Then I should just be able to update current index plus equals 1. And then I can do the same with the other, which I will do. How will I'm going to probably change the key codes for now, but I'll just do RNF. And then I'll just do minus equal 1, and I'll do the same thing. If, except I'll do it, what is it? If current index isn't equal to max index and current index plus 1, so it'll be current index minus 1 is not equal to 0, and I'll do the same, not equal to 0, then I'll just do current index minus equals 1, and I'll need to, and if I check, so that should work, that shouldn't have issues, unless it does, and I will cry. Well, no, I want to cry. Oh, what was you might need help coding object oriented. Okay. I mean, I could probably help you sometime if you let me know. Okay, current index minus equals 1. So what I want to do is, my brain is blanking so much right now, but it's fine. So let's just test to see if this works. Because if I can just change an index without it going above. Oh, the issue is I need to actually, so where is it? I need to, me not being very smart, I'm going to add it to the island manager. Or should I add it to the main camera? I think I'll add it to the main camera simply because it's got the change island script. I'm not going to add it to the build HUD. That I can change later. That I can just, sorry, I won't even need to attach anything. I'll change those within the script. So if I go find the, build rotator, if I add it over here, and then islands, if I just add a couple islands, add 3, base island, rock island, and test island. So if I do, I see. I didn't need to do the if it's equal to. I didn't need to do the if it's equal to. I see. Okay. Max index. Okay. Well, this is confusing. So let's just do. I don't need to do that. That's dumb. I did think that was dumb. I don't need to do that. Because that's fine. Count. The issue is max index should be dot count islands.count minus 1 because the index because the index is 1 lower than the max index is 1 lower than the max count. So if I do that, it should be better. Okay, so now if I run this and just go, so it should be, and just go F, right, F and G. So if I do R, F, R, F, yeah. Okay, so what I can do now is I'm going to get the cycling thing work, then I'll connect it to the islands. is, I'm going to be honest, it's a heat wave in the UK right now. That's probably not helping my mental state. It is so hot. I am melting on the inside, and I've got headphones with my curtains closed, and my door is closed because I'm recording. Not recording, streaming. But I'm going to blame my mistakes on that. At least mostly, anyway, to do with this. Okay, so, else. This is probably, yeah, and that's probably why my coding sucks as well. So what I want to do is, if it can go lower, I will set current index is equal to max index, and I'll do the other thing, I'll do current index is equal to 0. With those, it should basically, that should just cycle. That's all I need to make it cycle. So now it should just cycle. I don't see why it wouldn't. So if I R, yeah, and then F. Yeah, that cycles. That's all it needs to do is cycle. Okay, cool. So now I can get that connected to that, and then, or sorry, I should probably get it connected to that. So for that, I'm going to open up the other script. I'm going to open up the change island script, and build a rotator. I'm going to using Unity engine .ui. I'm going to do a public, I'm going to, what is it? I'm going to need this. I need to call to this, so I'm going to do public change island. No, I don't want to generate code, thank you very much. Public change island script, island changer. And I'm going to set island changer is equal to game object dot get component find with tag. I think find dot get component find with tag. I'm not doing it right, I'm going to be honest. Find. I'm going to have to quickly look at the get component thing. Get component Unity. Oh my days. Right, and then it should just be dot find with tag. But I need to do the dot find with tag. Oh, right. Game object. Oh no, game object dot find with tag dot get component. That's what it is. Find with tag, and then let's just do dot get component with tag get component. It will be change island script. Let's just do it. I think it's, is it camera? That's what it is. I could be wrong. Camera. I'm just gonna. That's not going to be right. It's going to have errors. But for now, let's just check. Main camera. What's this tag? Main camera. Find with tag. Game object. Find with tag. It's just find with tag. I just want find with tag, not find game objects with tag. I just want find with tag. Find with tag. That is what on earth. I'm just going to treat it as the same. Game object find with tag respawn, and then I should just be able to do dot get component. Game object, and then I want dot get component. Game object dot get component. Yeah, and then it's just change island script, and then I should just be able to call it. Okay, that should now work. And I'll call. Oh, what is it? I'll create a new method. Public void update islands. Update islands. I'm going to do island changer dot. What was it? dot island object is equal to islands and then current index. That alone should just make it so I can now build with whatever island. So if I click, oh, island object. Yeah, it does not. I'm an idiot. Island type. There we go. That should work. Okay, so if I just do R and F, so if I do R, yep, I'll need more of this. Where is it? Main camera, space island. Okay, well now I'm just very confused. Okay, so the base island is right, so let's just do yes, that definitely isn't. Oh, I'm not very smart because I need to do the island changer at the end. Update islands. That's why. Update islands. And then now that should work. Shouldn't have any issues, hopefully. The issues I probably still will, but I shouldn't theoretically have any issues. Okay, right, now let's try that. So if I go to R, okay, that works. If I do base island, that works. Then if I do that again, and then I should just be able to click R, that'll set it to the rock island, which that works. And then, so what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to, oh, test island won't work simply because I don't think, what was it? No, well, we'll have to see if test island works. Because I have a sneaking suspicion that you don't get the resources you need. If I go to R, yeah, not enough rock, required 3. That's going to be annoying. Not enough plant required, yeah, I need more of that, so I'll just quickly, what was it? I'm going to change some of the stuff, programmable objects, island, space island. Let's just not have a stick. You don't need a stick for it. Rock. Yep. Okay, let's have that as 1. And then if I go into the prefabs, base island, if I just give the, what was it? If I give them another plant, then it should be like, hopefully, decent. If I just do that. Well, at least that's working. That is working, which is good. Now I need to go to the UI. So I need to get a reference to these, which should be fine. So I'll need the next build image and the build image. So if I just do public image, yeah, so public image, build image, wait, current image, and then public image, next image. I think then if I just go to the island updater, so if I do current image dot image is equal to island's current index, and then I just should do, is it island sprite? Island sprite. Let's just do that. I'm gonna have to do a bit of logic with it, but console. What's it? I also need island object. It's island sprite, yeah. So island sprite dot image It's lowercase. $6122 does not contain definition for image. Oh, it's sprite. I'm not very smart. It's .sprite. I forgot about that. Okay, that's fine. And that should work perfectly fine. Other than the fact I need to set a reference to it. But I could do that quite quickly. Main camera, and then if I set island changer to, yeah, so that doesn't need because it does it automatically, and then I can do current image as that, next image as that, but at least now if I run this, it should theoretically just, yeah, so that cycles through there, either way, which is better than the last one because the last one stopped when it got to the end. This cycles, which is good. So there's the 3 islands that you can pick at the moment. 2 of which are test island, only one of them is an actual, like, genuine island. But I'll add more islands, obviously, later. I just want to get the actual building, and I need to get crafting done at some point. Crafting is probably the next thing. Crafting and structures, because once I've got crafting and once I've got structures, you can do all the proper building. After that, I'll need to do the expeditions. I think structures will probably be, if I can get this sorted, structures will probably be next stream, or at least starting to. And then once I've got structures, I can then do crafting, because the first structure will be like a workbench. So once I've got structures down, and then obviously it'll take a bit of polish to get, but this is like, if I can get the base game like playable, albeit with a fair few bugs, then that's good. Okay, but anyway, so we need to finish off this. So what I'll need to do, and hopefully next week there won't be a heat wave, so I won't be. Also, thank you, Snaziotta, for saying that. Thank you very much for saying keep up the good work. I'm trying. Okay, so I need to. Oh, I'm gonna have to do a bit of logic here. Okay, so the next image sprite is not as simple because I need to do the cycling. So, if you go back, I'm not gonna change it. I'm just gonna focus on what the next island is. You could choose to go back, but the next island is what if you pressed R. So what I'm gonna do is, should I create a separate index for? I might create another method actually, which sounds dumb, but I'm going to create another method. And it's going to be called next index. Is that, or do I need to check? Yeah, next index. With that, I'm going to do this. I'm going to put that in there. It will be a int, and it will, what is it? Instead of doing this, it will return current index plus 1, and it will return 0 here. With that, I can set the current index as next index, if I call that. That also means that with this, I can then do next image dot sprite is equal to islands, and then I do next index, and then dot island sprite. With that, I know that sounds dumb to do probably a method just for that, but it does mean that makes it easier to calculate the next index for the other stuff. So I think now, your game looks so cool, by the way, for real. So let's just, right, let's test this. So that's not working, which sucks. I know why that's not working, because I'm not very smart and I need to do, what was it? Main camera, I need to actually set the next image. Oh no, I did. Interesting. Okay, why isn't that working? Why isn't that working? Next. Oh, because that's probably why. I'm surprised that didn't just give an error before. But I'm surprised that didn't just straight up give an error. But hey, well, it didn't. That's probably good. Okay. Right, so okay, if I press R, that should be that, and press R, that should be that. Yes, that is definitely cycling. If I go back though, it doesn't show the back one, but I think that should be fine. Also, my mic's probably a bit loud. I think that should theoretically that's working. For all intents and purposes, that's working. Yeah, that's working. Okay. I'm gonna have to change the keybinds though, because it's making me a little. No, okay, yeah. So that's the right. Okay, perfect. Let's stop messing about. Let's actually. Okay, so you place that down. Get the next island. I'm just gonna keep building so I can get materials. Let's place that down. I don't have enough rock, so let's place that down. And then let's get some rock, and then let's place that down. Not enough rock required 3, have 2. Amount of rock. Why is that not working? Now that is strange. Why isn't that create island? Why isn't that working? That's interesting. Okay, so I need to then figure out this. But that's working fine. Let's check the programmable objects. Islands. To sand. That's probably because I have no moss. So if I get rid of that, then it's just simply then it should theoretically work if I just do that. I'm just gonna have to hope it works. So first of all, let's grab all these resources. Let's grab that. So now I should be able to build that, and I can build that. Oh, perfect. Let's build a rock island. Let's get some rocks. Okay, that is interesting. That overlap there is going to need to be fixed. I forgot. I did think that was going to be a problem earlier, but I kind of ignored it because I wasn't expecting the islands to be different colours, sort of. But of course they will be. That will need fixing eventually. The island overlap. But that will be in the... I want to get the actual base game sorted. I think with that, that's all of the main mechanics done. I think that's entire thing done. I think that's the entire thing done. Okay, well... what do I do? Shall I just... I think, with that, thank you very much for watching. It's an awkward first stream, but it's a first stream on this channel. I've got a couple things I'll probably need to change for next time. But thank you for watching this stream. And next time it will be working on, chances are, structures. I know this sounds dumb, it's probably not sensible, but a lot of bugs I'm probably going to have to ignore. I just want to get the game sorted so you can actually, unless it's like game breaking bug, but I want the game to be, like a visual bug like that will probably be sorted later, but I want the game to actually be playable. So next will be structures. And I think after that it'll be crafting, and then from that point on it'll be all sorts of other random little tiny things. But yeah, thank you for watching, and I'll end the stream there.